Well, Fox News confirming there's been a major slowdown in the Biden campaign's fundraising. Two well-connected Democrats revealing people are starting to tap on the brakes on President Biden in the wake of the debate. Just take a look at the new reports in just the last 24 hours. Everything is frozen. Democratic donors warn of campaign funds drying up as Joe Biden holds on, and it's already disastrous. One source close to the Biden campaign adding the money has absolutely shut off. And another revealing, quote, donors are negative. They had a call with the president. The call seemed so contrived to people. I don't think they buy it. Yeah. But the White House is calling all these reports, of course, not accurate. Tammy, what do you expect when the biggest fundraiser in Democratic Party history and a mega donor, George Clooney, he was the one that called off the spigot. So this is the natural reaction to that. You know, what's strange to me.
So yes, people. Yeah. I've been waiting on this moment. I have been waiting on this moment because I have been covering news since I was 18. And one of the things that I always look for, an indicator of the end. An indicator of the end. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and great day. Happy Friday, July 12th. We are 8 days out of the 4th of July. But I'm telling you, the party, the celebration, the the firecrackers, it's happening now. That is on the Republican side. They've been waiting on this. As much as they say they like to have Joe stay in there, they like the disturbance because they don't like this guy. And again, I've been waiting on this aspect because when it comes down to money, hear me out, when it comes down to money, that is what makes the engine go. That's what keeps it going. That's what makes it roar. And we're still, 3+ months out before the November 5th vote? Come on, man. If the talk is there and the major donors are pulling back right now, look, long term, everybody is thinking. Everybody. And let's be frank, don't nobody work for free. And don't nobody go and knock on no doors and campaign and put all this work in for years, finally get in the office to let one man, one 81-year-old questionable man, oh yeah, I went there, because this one has shown too many signs which were allegedly covered up. You know it and I know it. Ain't no senator or congressman gonna sit up here and let this dude wreck any progress or possibility of them being reelected. So again, I've been waiting on this moment. Have you been waiting on this moment? Look, let's keep it real, because money is the telling factor. When it goes, people get to thinking. They get to measure. They want to know, how will it affect me, my state, my constituents, what I'm trying to get done? Because if I lose, my people lose. If I lose, the projects that I want to get accomplished lose. Everything I'm working on. So they don't want a change of guard. They would rather let him know now, I'm pulling out my money and I'm speaking to you indirectly. Make a change. So those donors can say, okay, they made the adjustment. Turn the faucet back on. That's what this is about, baby. See it for what it is.
Those aren't my words. We just got some breaking news from a top Democratic donor ready to withhold tens of millions of dollars from Democrats. This follows a number of other top Democratic donors that are also withholding tens of millions of dollars to Democrats unless President Biden drops out of the race. Hey everyone, on this Friday, it's like 101 degrees right now.
Did you hear that? He got to get out. Listen to it. Listen to it. He got to get out.
Tens of millions of dollars from Democrats. This follows a number of other top Democratic donors that are also withholding tens of millions of dollars to Democrats unless President Biden drops out of the race. Hey, everyone.
Unless he drops out. How blunt can you be? And this guy, you know, from Redacted, you know, he's been out there for a long time. Now he got his own show. He's got sources. I don't have those sources. So this is why I watch people like him, okay? He's got the sources. Gonna give you the latest and greatest. Continue, check it out.
These Democratic donors have said they will withhold this money. They will not support Democratic candidates unless President Biden steps aside. This will have massive, massive reverberating effects down the ticket for Democrats. So you think this is just about President Biden? It's not. In fact, it's not really about him at all. What it's really about are all of these down ticket candidates who would ride the party's coattails from Pennsylvania to Michigan to Ohio.
There it is. There it is. Somebody understand. Hey, baby. And look, let me play the beginning of this. This guy says 48 hours. Listen.
So President Biden has 48 hours left. And those aren't my words. We just got some breaking news from a top Democratic donor.
What have I been telling you? What have I been telling you? Today is July 12th. This just hit the news 39 minutes ago. It had to be the Spirit of God. The other night I couldn't sleep and I got up. You guys know I did a few videos on it already. And I looked at Gerald Ford's birthday. Let's go there. Gerald Ford's birthday.
According to Wikipedia, Ford was born.
Do you see that? Former Gerald Ford, President of the United States.
Nebraska, where his parents lived
He took the place of Richard Milhouse Nixon after the Watergate scandal. And this guy predicted in October 19th of 1989, he predicted that a sitting president, male, would die in office and a first female who was the vice president will become the first female president. What I want you to look at is this. July 14th is his birthday. Today is July 12th. Do you follow me? And this guy is saying from his sources.
So President Biden has 48 hours left. And those aren't my words.
48 hours would be exactly this man's birthday. Bingo! Look, and be just in time for the Republican convention held in Wisconsin. Baby, somebody put in the comment section. It's Friday. Baby, look. This is in real time what's popping off. It's popping off, baby.
And this is really interesting. We don't have this reporting yet. This is according to the New York Times. So this would be hugely significant. I mean, in a campaign, you follow the money, always. And while donors obviously don't get a vote, they can change a lot of votes. And especially because the White House, the campaign, has sort of told us since that disastrous debate performance by the president, they've told us they fundamentally believe that they can still sort of organize their way to victory, that they have ground games, they have volunteers, they have campaign offices in these key battleground states. If the money dries up, it makes it significantly harder to do that organizing work. And so it puts even more pressure then on those public performances, on the national.
Have any of you all volunteered in local elections, national, these presidential conventions? Have you ever volunteered for these campaigns? Put in the comment section. Do you understand how the money works? And when it dries up, you have to scurry to kind of keep the doors open and keep the flames going and keep the enthusiasm happening. What happens when it dries up? I mean, like any other business, you know, you can volunteer, but at some point, you still need to get, you know, people knocking on doors, flyers being passed out, banners being made, setting up times for the candidate to come out, you know, renting spaces. All of it, that's money. It's over with. Let me just go there. It's over with. This is the face that Joe will see in his dreams going forward. I don't care what kind of meds he got on. They're going to block it. This will going to be the face. This face right here. And alongside of it, he's going to see Barack Obama's. But this is the face that he's going to see in his daydreams, in his nightmares, because this is the guy that allegedly, hey, Obama pulled his coat and said, hey, get on out there. That's what folks are saying. What do you think? Is George Clooney the fall guy? And when it come down to it, it would have happened anyway, right? They just need to get the show going on. He's 63 years old. Man, look, this is the guy. This is the guy that the Democrats gonna be like, man, you know what? Man, we didn't expect that, but you know, we understand. This is the guy that said, look, I regret bringing all these people together for this fundraiser. You feel me? Man got a little juice, a little power. We need to put it in another direction. So some folks might be salty that he did it. But here's the thing. They'll get over it. They'll get over it because yesterday, the performance that Joe did, what did it do? By Joe calling Trump his vice president, come on, baby. Come on. Made this guy a weatherman that forecasted accurate weather. You feel me? Let's go forward. Umar Johnson. Let's get a black perspective. Umar Johnson's been out there very controversial. Pro-black, 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 pro-black. Probably know about him back in the day, some controversial things about the question of how he handled some money for a school and other things he did. But here is a spokesperson, been out there a long time. He's been in the college circuit for a long time. And once you listen to his opinion, and he's feeling what he feel black people are going to be doing in the future in terms of the Democratic Party.
And without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Black people may go Republican November #1. I think they're finally getting disenchanted with the Democrats. I think it's finally beginning to seep in. I think a lot of the analyses that are being made by black political thinkers, including myself, I think black people are really starting to see that we've been had. I mean, to have voted this way for 90 years and got nothing out of it, it's time for a change of some sort. That's #1. #2, I think a lot of black people are attracted to Donald Trump's unapologetic disposition. He's very unapologetic. He don't go off cue cards. Completely different from Barack Obama and Joe Biden. You follow me?
Very well said. Couldn't have said.
What do you think? Is Umar accurate? If you black, or it don't matter what color you are, you got some black friends. Is this what black people are saying? You know how I've been saying. I'm staying in the middle. But I'm tired of black folks getting used. All this symbolism, all these blacks in positions, that these hidden powers put blacks in positions, symbolism, but the mass of black people ain't getting that kind of money. So blacks is tired. Straight up. Black folks tired. I mean, I did a comparison last year. Let's go there. Let's go there. Nah, maybe I shouldn't go there. People think it's a racist move, but Obama, the kind of money that he gave certain people back in the day, man, every year there's a certain group that get money from Obama. And these black leaders, a lot of these black ministers, they've been voting Democrat. And what did Umar say? I'll let you hear it again. He said, we waking up.
He's saying why black Americans are going to vote for Donald Trump. And without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Black people may go Republican in November. Number one, I think they're finally getting disenchanted with the Democrats. I think it's finally beginning to seep in. I think a lot of the analyses that are being made by black political thinkers, including myself, I think black people are really starting to see that we've been had. I mean, to have voted this way for 90 years and got nothing out of it, it's time for a change of some sort.
Time for a change. Look, if you're black, tell me what you think. Have we rode this donkey too long? This elephant, whatever what it is, have we rode it too long? Is I have a dream concept, stay with them, hook or crook, going over the bridge, marching, ballots, and this issue, that issue. When it come down to getting the money and having progress, and like I said, don't get me started about moving these illegals in black communities. And I'm sure Umar has talked about that. I had to get him on a later juncture. But yeah, if you black, are blacks starting to wake up? Or maybe we already woke up and the media don't want the truth out there that a lot of us do want to really go toward Trump. Okay? Irregardless of the image, I'm not going to get into that right now, but y'all know how I feel. The bottom line is, like I said before, put salvation on the ballot. But in general, are blacks fed up? Or I don't care what group you are you fed up? So let's go to the next one here. Now we got D.L. Hughley. Oh, D.L., he snapped on George Clooney. D.L. Hughley, he's one of the major comedians, been out there about maybe 25 years, maybe longer. Got his own show. I want you to listen to him. Comedian D.L. Hughley criticizes Clooney, all right, for doing what he did. Here we go.
More liberal.
They want to defeat Donald Trump, but they don't think Joe Biden can do it.
Well, okay, maybe they don't think that, but the conversations that they're having are not really the things that will. If Joe Biden is a nominee, I don't know how you buy this back, but if we were having conversations, if as wished for in Project 2025, the Department of Education is disbanded, who does that hurt? If the social safety net is gone, who does that hurt? If environmental rollbacks are taken back, who does that hurt? If women lose the right for their bodily autonomy, who does that hurt? So I will respect people's right to have their vantage point. But for me, there's a decided difference between somebody being disappointed with the outcome of election and having a disastrous result from it. So if we're going to have conversations, let's have conversations what is really at stake. The worst that would happen is if Joe Biden couldn't do it, a very competent, capable woman would step in and do it. So how is this a real argument? How's it a real...
Woo! I tell you, politics make you show out, right? Hey, look, I'm trying to show both sides, trying to be fair. Now, Hughley, hey, brother black, been out there a long time. What you think? Stay with Biden? Ride the pony a little bit longer? And the worst thing that happened is that he, can't finish out his term. And you got a capable woman to finish the job. Is that how you feel? Put that in the comment section. I mean, look, you got strong, look, man, look. We're trying to figure out which direction, what course we're going to take. It's hard to cut through all this information and the cobwebs and the historical things about how you thought. But the reality is this. Joe called President Trump Vice President Trump when he meant to call, when he meant to say Carmela. I showed you that earlier. Come on, man. He said Vice President Trump as his vice president when he meant Vice President Carmela. Now, that needs to be addressed to the degree that, well, suppose this cognitive thing affects what he's doing and then we don't catch it in time. And what I'm saying, suppose a national crisis hit and Joe got to make a major decision. You got to go through the whole ceremony of swearing Carmela in to make the right decision, a better decision. Come on, man. Anybody who run business know you got to catch the problem before it get crazy. You feel me? You don't let things just, oh, we know it's there. We'll just deal with it. We'll make the adjustment when it happens. No, baby, it's the fourth quarter. It's a minute left. And, you know, Michael Jordan ain't shooting like he used to. It's time to put Kobe up in there. Kobe. Put your sweats on. Let's get on out there. Sometimes you got to make that change. So I feel what Hughley's saying, but you're operating from a crisis position. So it's probably best, and I think Hughley would agree, now that Joe showed more of his decline yesterday. I'm sure Hughley's like, man, I went out here and said what I had to say. Because look at it like this. This was 2 days ago. I'm sure he's saying, you know what? We need to change this over now. That's what I would think he said. Just get up, just get it done. Get over with. I'm Franchise Pierce. If you like the video, let me know how you really feel. You know, I ain't gonna bite you. I don't roll like that. I want to hear your honest opinion. This might be our last election, if we even have one. We got Russian ships that went over in certain parts of America. Then they went to Venezuela. I ain't even kept up on it. So much going on. We got other big issues going on. We got China talking about going to Taiwan. We got a lot of things to deal with. And we back and forth talking about Mr. Sleepy. No, get it done. Put the dukes up. I mean, we not too far from the next debate now that I think about it. I forgot when it's coming up, but hey, how you think that next debate gonna go? Look, I think I went to another subject, and I'm glad I did. Do you really want to see Joe at that second debate? I don't think so. I don't think so. Remember, here's the key. The money dried up. His sources say 48 hours. And in 48 hours, it's his birthday. The man who predicted it all. And I've been on this, and y'all know I've been on it. But don't worry about it. God got it all under control. God bless.